I'll talk about it when it comes up.
Yeah, fucking, I'm blowing my load, and we haven't even started. Who needs pants? Honestly, what is pants?
What is pants? I was watching movie trailers today, and I watched the trailer for Mortal Kombat 2013. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking lame.
Wait, that's a movie? That's gonna be a movie?
Yeah, they're basing it on the feud between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Where it's like this, you know, it's setting for Predator 2, like it's the future and it's like really crappy. Well, it's Baraka's in it, Reptile. They're making Reptile this kind of like deformed adult, you know. And
not at all what he is in the game.
Exactly. And you're just sitting there going, no. Don't do this to Mortal Kombat. You know, and they're trying to, and Jax and Sonya are trying to recruit Scorpion to join and get into this tournament to kill, you know, Shang Tsung.
It's not hard to convince Scorpion to kill someone.
And they based it on, he's like, well, I don't want to do it. And then they said, well, we can give you something that you want bad.
Wait, fucking Scorpion doesn't want to kill someone?
Really?
Yeah. So they throw a file at him, and it's Sub-Zero's file. He's like, oh, that man is dead. They're like, no, his picture was taken yesterday. Duh! You know, he's like, oh, really?
It's like, oh, there's another Sub-Zero.
It does the dramatic,
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, listen, Scorpion, there's like 5 Sub-Zeros in this universe.
But they made Baraka into this guy that was a top-notch surgeon, and
to try and cut out his like hand blade things.
So fucking.
Well, this is how it had. This is how
those things make dating hard, man.
Okay.
Well, he was a top-notch surgeon that botched an operation, and he would have rather die than be a surgeon with a reputation that he killed somebody. So he went crazy, and he went nuts, and he like pierced his skin and sharpened his teeth, and then surgically implanted blades into his arms.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
And that's talking about my ex-girlfriend.
No, it gets better. He kills his victims, and he tears their heads off, and when he gets hungry, he eats. No, that's Reptile.
That's Reptile.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Reptile would do.
Reptile had this disease. He was a baby that babies weren't supposed to live, but he's 30 years old now, and that his eyes are inside out or something like that. I don't know. But when he grew up, he became a serial killer, and he kills people by tearing the head off. But then when he gets hungry, he eats the head. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The first couple of Mortal Kombat movies were kind of okay.
The second one got messed up because they tried to fit too many people into the one movie.
Yeah.
The whole concept of a Mortal Kombat movie is...
You know what was a really good, Mortal Kombat... It wasn't a movie, but anyone see the Mortal Kombat, series that was on Machinima, I don't know, 2 years ago, maybe?
Nope.
Oh, it was really well done. For just being an internet series, it had a very high production value.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Is that like a Forward Unto Dawn, sort of?
I haven't seen any of that, but I can only suspect.
I'd say similar.
I'd say watch that then. It's a really good series. It's slow. It starts up really slow, and then it gets really interesting.
It gets really intense, yeah. Dudes,
with
let's stop for a second and we might as well do an intro now. I mean, we're practically going already.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
All right. So you have a stop time?
How long do we want to do this? We have a
just be Gus and try to get us to slow down, and then we'll stop a half hour later.
Just be Gus. Yeah, it's fun to watch you try to end the podcast.
Yeah, just try to end the podcast when you want it to end, and then we'll go for another about half hour, and then we'll be done.
Okay, what we'll do is I'll do the intro, and then we'll go as in seniority going down the list. I'll introduce myself, then Chad, then Shawn, then Kevin, then Roy. How's that? Good?
Whatever.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, wait, I'm second last?
And we're...
Going? Good.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the BrunoBlargg thing, and it's the end of the fucking world. I'm Jay.
And I'm Chad.
Hello, and I'm the man of chance, aka Shawn.
And I'm Kevin.
And it's me, the good old country boy, Roy.
Wow, country boy Roy, really?
Country boy, fucking goddamn rhyming mastermind up in here.
Fucking got him.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, it's
He's
the
also
end of the
Gavin's
world,
long
and it's the conquistador's fault.
Yep.
I told you.
Okay.
And his last name is free, so his last name is free, so he's automatically a bit of a doofus.
Oh, definitely.
He's related to Gavin Free, unfortunately.
That's like the rules of the world, which is now ending. So.
Well, Chad's gonna burst that balloon for us right now. So go.
Oh. Well, the thing is, the Mayan calendar didn't have leap year,
Right.
which means by the Mayan calendar, we're already in 2013.
Yep.
The entire theory of the fuck. we missed the end of the world.
We missed
it.
God, why was I
by
not
the Mayan
invited?
by the Mayan calendar. We're already we've already missed it by close to 300 or so because they didn't have leap year, which means all the leap years
there
that
like a
we've
few
had,
leap years in there?
we've jumped, or we've gotten behind them. So technically, the Mayan quote "end of the world" happened a long time ago. We're already in 2013.
Wasn't it when they figured this out? Wasn't it fucking? It'd be 8 months ago now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be something like that.
Does anyone remember? It was I don't know, maybe 3 years, but there were commercials fucking advertising shelters and shit about the end of the world.
Yeah.
The commercial was the Mayans theorized it, and modern science prove it, that in 2012 there will be a catastrophic event that will knock out all the world's telecommunication system.
Yeah, and
the
movie 2012 came out, and everybody freaked out over that. This was hilarious.
Same thing for
It's just people
for
trying to make
2000.
money off the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Of course.
They said the same thing for 2000.
Yeah. Well, I hit the internet
Y2K.
today. And,
Yeah, Y2K, yeah.
And was looking, to see what I could find about the end of the world. Of course, we've already talked about the Mayan myth, but one of the other, there's 6 different myths about the end of the world, and the second one is that the Earth becomes a death trap, and it's going to do the big pole shift.
The whole flooding
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, when the crust in the mantle shift and the iron core starts spinning around or something, and
Okay.
what I mean?
Do these people think that the fucking core is just a lava ball surrounded by air, and then it turns to fucking in Halo 4, the core of the planet? Is that what they theorize it is? Because it's fucking
a shield.
not.
Nobody's dug down that far. Maybe we're on a shield world. Maybe there's a sun in the middle.
Maybe there's a whole nother world in there. We can only guess.
What,
Yeah.
are we Brendan Fraser now? Are we going to the center of the earth to fight
Yeah, dude.
dinosaurs?
Every time somebody dies, they turn into Promethean and they go to the core of the earth.
Fact. Fucking fact right there.
All right, now here's the third one. Okay, the galactic alignment. When all the stars line up and ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the planets are supposed to line up some special way that it fucks us.
I guess some kind of magnetic.
Do some
force
kind of
yeah.
magnetic pole thing.
Wait, that doesn't. Obviously, that doesn't make any sense. I was about to. Fucking. So what if the planets lined up in a straight line? You think it's never happened before?
They think it's going to stir up activity from the black hole, the supermassive black hole that's at the heart of our galaxy right now. They think that this galactic alignment.
Fuck.
I know.
I heard something about solar flares once.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard a
get
shit.
fairly
We're
big
gonna get
bubble
cooked
here.
by solar
But
flares.
solar flares are actually a threat, though.
Yeah, that's myth number 4. The solar flares.
The problem is, the sun, if anything, it's getting smaller. If anything, the sun is gradually burning out. It's not like it's going to get bigger and then burn us up.
It's not a noticeable rate for us right now. Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. That was
No, but when it burns out, doesn't it get bigger though and like redder, and then eventually it goes into like a black hole?
From what I've understood, that it'll grow into like a red giant and then supernova and obliterate everything.
Yeah, so then it'll
be like
bigger
fucking Ignoti up in this bitch.
That'll be like millions of years.
But it'll only
now.
it'll only start to get bigger like towards the very end. Like for a long time, it'll get smaller. It's the whole red giant thing. Isn't that there's more to it? It's that it just like it's like it spreads out. It's like it's
doesn't like it burn its like hydrogen and shit like irregularly, and that causes it to expand.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm talking.
It's like the matter is becoming less compressed, so it gets bigger, and eventually, well, it's like an explosion with gas or whatever.
Does gravity?
If it's just a pool,
stop having effects like as much?
It's like if you pour some gas on in a bowl and light it on fire, just the top's gonna burn. But if you throw said bowl, then all the particles spread out and then they all explode. That's what it's kind of like with a red giant, is it slowly gets bigger and then and eventually it gets to the point where it all combusts and creates a supernova.
Okay.
So then what happens if somebody lights a match on Jupiter?
Bad things.
But fucking like
then it turns off Star Wars and we get two suns.
Yeah.
Well, Jupiter isn't big enough to be a sun.
That's true.
And then suddenly we'll never have night.
It would just burn out.
If Jupiter were 80 times bigger, I believe, it would be big enough to be a sun. Or to be a star, I should say. But, like, solar flares are an actual threat to, like, life on Earth if one's strong enough. Because, like, those shit can cause, like, EMPs that can knock our, like, all our shit. Like, seriously.
But I don't really worry about it because the probability of a solar flare that'll reach that far is pretty up. Like it's
well, it's
pretty
not the solar flare itself. It's like the radiation given off by the solar flare or something.
Yeah.
I don't understand it completely because I'm still in fucking high school and shit.
I don't
and
really worry about it because I have a car from 1964, so the EMP happens. I'm still driving. I'm like, you dudes in your new Subarus and shit, like, fuck you, I can still drive.
So will
like, you're a dumbass. Actually, I have there's a universal rule with Subaru hatchbacks. 99% of Subaru hatchbacks are driven by lesbians.
Oh wow.
Well, next time you see one, no, trust me. Now that you know, you will notice. Every time you see Subaru
driver, Outback because she's a lesbian.
Exactly. 9 times out of 10, they're lesbians.
So now whenever we see a Subaru hatchback, he said?
Yes.
And there's a woman driving it.
Yeah.
Whenever we see a Subaru hatchback, there will always be that little bit of doubt. Is she a lesbian?
Yeah. And most of the time, it's pretty obvious. Like, it was funny because I was hanging out. I was on my way to Reno with my family, and I was explaining to them this concept. And immediately after I finish saying, they're all lesbians and stuff, immediately afterwards, we get passed on the right by a Subaru Outback, and it's like a definite lesbian, and she has like a lesbian bumper sticker on the back.
Does she have like the fucking Wolverine steel-toed boost and the dice spikes going on?
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
It was fairly obvious.
Okay, I'm gonna apologize to our LGBT listeners right now for my current podcast years. No offense.
I don't know what that.
We love all the people.
I'm gonna have to be the politically correct
regardless
one right
of who
now.
you love.
Well, every podcast we made to piss off somebody. Whitney Houston fans.
Well, yeah,
that's. No, wait, they love us.
No, they loved us. They actually linked to the podcast. Like, what the hell's with that? We were making fun of Whitney Houston's being stupid. I believe my exact words were alcohol plus drugs equals dead.
Yeah.
Maybe like Whitney Houston fans are like Jersey Shore fans. Like they just love just to see them do stupid stuff.
Like a Whitney Houston tribute site linked to our podcast.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass.
So it's
I don't know why
interesting.
I find
say-
that so funny, but I do.
I will say this: in the event of the worldwide EMP, I'm going to Jay Leno's house and I'm straight up stealing like half of his cars because a majority of them are steam powered. So, what's that gonna do?
The world is
Granted, it's gonna take me 4 weeks just to get from Richmond to North Carolina, but I mean, I'm still rolling.
Hey, look at it this way. I mean, you go.
Yes, I'm rolling.
There are places where people don't really own that many new cars, and they won't really be affected by an EMP. Like, you can go up to
God,
like,
Russia,
go to Montana.
Cuba.
No, man, you go to Montana, and how many people are going to be affected by an EMP? There isn't going to be like some mass confusion and all this other garbage. It's going to be like, the Jeep stopped running. Whatever.
Well, in some places,
Look at
there's
Cuba,
some
though.
mass
The old Ford truck.
fucking.
Look at
Imagine-
Cuba,
but-
though. Look at all the old cars they've got.
But like, imagine.
Yeah, Cuba
like,
won't
big
be affected at all.
Cuba.
They don't even know what electricity is, right?
Yeah.
Cuba just doesn't have any electricity.
The thing is, an EMP doesn't destroy electricity; it destroys circuitry. Like,
Like I said, they don't have no
So you have to
electricity.
imagine some
generators,
of like the
like-
world's like epicenters, like New York or fucking
oh, dude,
that
they're
place
New
in
York is-
China.
New York is gonna be like, it's gonna implode.
New York is fucked beyond all
New York is
recognition.
fucked. Like,
China is
EMP
too.
happens
China
in
is
the
too.
U.S., New York and L.A. are fucked.
God, that means no more porn.
Oh,
No,
start saving up, gents.
no,
Start saving.
there's still Nevada, so you're still okay. There still will be.
We're gonna have to go to
There's
fucking
still
Cape.
Japan.
Guys. I don't think you realize the gravity of the situation. If all our computers are down, we're gonna have to go back to fucking magazine porn. That shit
Oh,
doesn't
that we're
move.
supposed to have charms. We actually have to go
Does
to
have a-
women to do that.
We will physically have to get out of our house and go down to a newsstand and buy our porn. Because there's going to be people to
I bet
deliver the porn to you because they don't have the vehicles to transport the porn.
But look at this, dude. You won't need it because if you're one of the few competent people during the apocalypse, you can pick up chicks.
Dude!
Although during the apocalypse,
Have
hookers are
gun,
gonna
this guy
be
is
fun.
like-
have gun, will
Like
travel.
all of society is like disintegrating into madness, and this chick sees you driving down the street in some old truck just chilling. She's gonna be turned on by that.
And then if
Suddenly you're that rich dude with the old truck.
Okay.
Alright, I got one last myth for you guys. You guys can
All right,
destroy
let's
this one
move
too.
on.
Okay.
The final one is the Planet X collision. It's a mysterious Planet X called Nibiru that's supposed to be on a collision course with Earth, and this came about because of some lady who claimed to receive messages from extraterrestrials.
oh
Nice.
god,
Nibiru?
Yeah, Nibiru.
Was-
Nibiru.
Wait. Was she anally probed?
It doesn't say. It just says she received messages from extraterrestrials.
I'm sorry,
if she
but
wasn't-
I am a
she wasn't-
firm believer
okay.
that any aliens that come
Oh.
here,
Oh,
why in the world
I
are they
have
going to
to-
discover the mysteries of our ass?
I pulled up the
But seriously,
Wikipedia article
if
of
she
this.
wasn't anally probed, we know it's fake.
Fact. You don't simply get contacted by aliens and not get anally probed.
It's just
One
the
does
way
not
they roll.
simply.
It's the way they operate.
I love the fact as soon as I pull up the Wikipedia article, I immediately know she's from Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
I'm like making a list of things that we're pissing off today. So,
Hey, I'm allowed to make
you are
fun of
going
her
to
because
run out
I'm from Wisconsin, so I have a free pass to fucking rip on Wisconsinites.
Yeah.
We're perpetually drunk.
But yeah, Jay, you
We are not alcoholics, we are professionals, in the words of, shit, I can't remember his name. Fucking, god damn it.
Was he a Russian?
Comedian. No, it's a comedian.
George Carlin?
No. He had a show on Comedy Central, the root of all, Louis Black.
Oh.
I love
Oh.
Lewis Black. He's
Fucking-
amazing.
I love, yeah. Wisconsinites are not alcoholics; they are professionals.
Of course, now that we're done talking about, planetary destruction, we must now discuss the destruction of the Twinkie.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
Remember.
always remember.
the Twinkie.
Well,
I
hopefully
had
little
heard
Debbie
something
will buy
about that they had tried to save the Twinkie.
Well, see, the problem I had with the entire thing, the whole thing was a union strike. Okay,
Yeah.
you're telling me you can't go into your computers, pull up files of every single person that's ever put in an application there, fire all the union people, and bring all those people in that you've got on file and reopen the factory? Why couldn't you do something like that?
As far as I'm concerned,
They bring me scabs.
unions were originally a good concept, and now they're just abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
that there's still some unions that are useful, but a lot of unions just are like,
Are we-
oh, we want
are
more
we-
money and
Which-
other people's jobs for money.
Are we really starting this conversation now? Is
We are.
this a thing?
It's also partially like the guys who are in charge fault. Like the year before, they took bonuses and crap, and they're all going to be fine after this. They're all going to go into like other businesses and still be rich as hell.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're going to still be rich whether or not they accept the terms and take a pay cut.
That's
and they
the
were
thing,
giving
right?
It
It always pisses me
ultra-motive,
off when I see people striking, because I know they already get paid plenty of money, and it's just a union making them strike. It's
Yeah,
not
we're
like,
starting
although
this
like when the
sometimes-
union, like when the union tells you to strike, you strike whether you really want to or not. It's garbage.
Although if a union is striking for jobs, it's generally a good thing because my dad's work, I'm not going to mention it just for, I guess, legal reasons. Like they were going to fire about like 200 jobs at least, for like just maintenance staff and stuff, and then hire like some outside company to do it like for minimum and crap. So then they were going to strike, but then they offered them a bonus, and then they all called off the strike and fired everybody.
If we keep going down this
that's
road,
when, like a union should have gone right.
if we keep going down this road, I'm going to get political. So we should probably change the subject.
Thank God.
I know
During
the
the entire conversation.
I know it's
I mean,
subject.
Have you hit eBay lately? It's
Pokey
like
man.
it is like full of people selling boxes of Twinkies.
I don't understand why everyone's so up in arms about Twinkies. I mean, Twinkies, yeah, they're good, but fucking, they're not the only yellow sponge cake. Just throwing that out there.
Honestly, like Little
See,
Debbie
it-
still exists.
Yeah,
Little
that
I'm
guy's
gonna be honest.
fucking
People
amazing.
buy
Little
I
Debbie
just-
is seriously the same as Hostess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are just
Yeah.
being
So-
bitches about it.
Yeah, people
Bitches
are being
be
stupid.
tripping.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't say
When
though. I
we
did
were,
hear a rumor.
Rumor?
A rumor?
Yeah, that an overseas company might be buying the Hostess rights.
I've heard that too. That they might be trying to sell the like recipes.
Yeah, they're selling everything from Hostess, so.
Well, it's
Fucking
too
why
it's
is
profitable
everyone-
to let die. Somebody will.
Why is everyone
get
so
back.
upset about the Twinkie? What about goddamn ho-hos and ding-dongs and all those other delicious shit?
They have
Oh,
really
yeah.
weird
Kevin's
things.
losing his mind over the destruction of the
Okay, and by the way, what is with ho-hos and naming delicious treats after
After obscene
nicknames
words.
for dick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some ho-hos.
Oh man, I can't wait to put this Twinkie in my mouth.
Just
Dude.
squirt that cream filling in there.
Dude,
Wow.
I want to eat out that ho-ho.
dude, want to split this ding dong with me?
What happens if you get a ding dong and a ho ho together?
Let's share.
Ding
this
ho?
ding-dong.
Ding dongs and
You get a
ho-hos are
ho-ding?
basically the same thing, right? Right, I'm not the only one who's realized this, right?
I've never been aware
Right.
of the difference.
Huh?
I have never been aware of the difference between ho-hos and ding-dongs.
Ding dongs are round, and the ho-hos are cylinders. That's the difference. Congratulations. You can make different shaped pastries.
Yes, you can.
Oh god.
And then
Yes,
of
we
course,
can.
things that are obscene, and bam, tons of money flowing in.
know what? I think. Okay. Do we have like an agenda of what we're all going to talk about today?
No, I'm just kind of letting you guys go, and I'm interrupting as I see fit.
Well, I want to mention Star Wars when we get to some point.
Okay, well, one thing I want to bring up is, I know, Kevin, you were talking about this whole Jesus at the wheel thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking Jesus take the wheel day.
Oh, yeah.
This day scares me than any apocalypse. Okay. It's sometime March 23rd, I believe, if I remember correctly. I read this a long time ago. But the idea is, simultaneously, on the same time, at the exact same place, regardless of where they are or fucking how fast they're going, Christians around the world will take a moment of faith and remove their hands from the steering wheel for a full minute. Now, it doesn't matter if they're going down the highway. It doesn't matter if they're in the middle of fucking traffic. They are going to remove their hands and allow Jesus to guide them to safety.
Don't you mean steer with your knees?
No. Nope, just completely
those people
remove it.
I don't know. You don't all know, but
What happens if they crash?
I'm a...
Then it just proves how fucking stupid they are.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, like, I mean...
That's the fucking... There are going to be people on the road doing this, putting lives at stake. Not just their own, other people's. They're small children, but they don't give a fuck.
Well, that's a day you just don't drive anywhere.
That's the day you stay at home and cry.
That's the day you stay
I'm
upstairs.
sorry, but see,
in
the
your
thing
home.
is, I had a
Yeah,
comedian
no.
prove
That's
me,
the
and
day
now I think it's funny to piss
That's
off
the day you sit on your roof and watch.
That's what the day you
You go out the previous day and go to the place with the best view and just stay the night and then get up in the morning and watch all day. That's what you do.
Okay, I just thought about something.
That's
What
funny.
happens if there's Christians flying?
Oh, God.
Oh dear. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I don't know, not all of you know this, but I'm a bit of a Bible nut Christian dude, but I think that's stupid. Like, there are some things, like, I appreciate their sentiment, but it's dumb.
Yeah.
It's just a really, really bad idea.
It's dangerous.
Why? Why would you do that?
I mean, that's like going to a house of ill repute and not worrying about wearing a rubber.
Yeah, where is your logic here? Where?
What's the deal with not wearing
It's like
condoms in a whorehouse?
it's like juggling chainsaws. You just don't do it. You just don't.
That day, Chad would be on his roof with the box of Little Debbie's.
Oh yeah, how do you kill a circus? Go for the chainsaw juggler.
No, the reason, though, I was asking before, Jay, is we had, like, a plan of what we're going to talk about, because I want to touch base on something that's been bugging me, that I need to discuss. And
go right ahead.
And that is Halo 4.
Oh, God. Let's get on Halo 4.
Here we go. Let's do this.
We need to talk about, we need to have a serious discussion. Everyone,
we do need to discuss Halo 4.
Everyone needs to put on their serious pants right now. And get super...
But I'm not wearing...
Everyone who's listening to this who hasn't played Halo 4, you're a dumbass.
No,
We're gonna talk about
no.
it.
Congratulations. I applaud you. Save your money.
Well,
you heard the statistics on that, right?
I put a rant on my Facebook about Halo 4.
Actually.
Did you hear about the first 24-hour statistics when it came to Halo 4?
I don't care, because I was part of that statistic, and I regret it.
I mean, I was too, but I mean, 205 million in 24 hours.
Well, congratulations, you bought Halo 4 within the first 24 hours. That doesn't make it a good game.
Actually, I didn't buy it. I traded in a whole bunch of stuff.
Congratulations.
I just feel it's just Call of Duty Halo Edition.
It is.
Yeah.
Every single person I've ever talked to has said that.
Yeah, and
but the thing is,
good.
It's still balanced, though. It's not balanced.
It's not balanced at all. What the hell are you on? Are you?
It's a lot.
It's pretty balanced.
If you're comparing it, if you're comparing it to Call of Duty, yes, it's balanced.
No, I'm comparing it to Halo, other Halo games, because that's what it deserves to get compared to, because that's the other games in its fucking series. Halo 3, pretty fucking balanced. Halo Reach, pretty balanced. Halo 4, god damn, what is this, a scale? Fuck that. Throw it out the window. I have a rock. That's balanced.
Like if it was like if the loadouts were just like DMR BMR assault rifle, I'd be okay with that. But the thing is, they add in things like you get a plasma, you can choose a plasma pistol. But the thing I'm most angry about is that you can have the bolt shot as a loadout weapon. The problem is you can charge the bolt shot as a shotgun. That means you can spawn with a shotgun, basically.
Yes, it's balanced.
It requires a good amount of timing, and you need to be fairly close to get that.
It takes
and
about
then
the same amount of timing.
You get shot with it, and you're pretty much screwed.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but it takes about the same amount of charge as the plasma pistol, and the plasma pistol in the right hands can be just as OP as any other. It's the freaking plasma pistol shotgun combo. Anyone remember that? Anyone?
Right.
Yeah, some of the old Halos. But then this one, it runs out. You only get like a couple shots with it if you're charging it up.
I don't like the armor.
The armor is...
That's of all the things.
I'm going to try to put a positive thing in here. I just want to put this one positive thing in here. After that, trash it all you want. One of the things I liked that they added was the add-in feature. Like if you have 3 teammates just decide to drop and quit, it puts you 3 teammates right back in.
Okay, yeah.
I like that a lot.
I'm glad they did that, but the game is just so
awful.
It's so bad. It made me physically sad. It made me physically ill.
Campaign or multiplayer? Both.
I had fun with the campaign, but the multiplayer is unbearable.
343 fucked up.
Honestly,
you know what?
I don't think I would agree.
I don't know if they really
think it's story-wise.
Okay.
Every Halo game, there have been things I disagreed with and things that I agree with. The only one I ever didn't have any complaints about was Halo 2. That was the only Halo game I ever had no complaints about. I've complained about tons of stuff with every other Halo game.
Halo 3 pissed me off.
I love Halo 3. I can't think of
Halo 3 was great, but there were some things that I didn't like.
It pissed me off for different reasons. Because of how short it was.
Wait, because of how short it was pretty short. Yeah. I will give you that. But
look at it this way. That amount of story, I mean, Halo 2 and Halo 3 were supposed to be one game. But they didn't have enough time to do it all in Halo 2, so they made it 2 different games. That's why Halo 2's campaign was shorter than we thought it was going to be. It's still, I think, the longest one, though. I think Halo 2's campaign is still the longest.
But
okay, are you sure Halo 1
there's something. Okay, there's something I want a legitimate answer here. If anyone can explain to me, and just from the context of Halo 4 alone, someone explain this to me. Why the fuck are we fighting elites again?
Because if you play the Spartan Ops and go through all that stuff, it's a shipmaster guy that's like a total dick. It's like an elite version of a pirate, except he's a shipmaster, which means he's got like a bunch of ships under his command. So it's this Julim Dama guy. That's what's going on.
Yeah. So it's like a part of them, and they're like...
He's actually mentioned in the books too.
Yeah, it's the Julim Dama guy from the Spartan Ops.
But
he's like a significant character.
We can't draw from the books, so that's not in Halo 4. There's no books in Halo 4. I don't know if you know this.
Yes, but they explain who this guy is in the Spartan Ops. In the Spartan Ops, the cinematics, you actually find out who this dude is, and they're like, "Oh, Julim Dama, he's a dick," blah, and stuff like that.
Okay, so you can find out in Halo 4, but is anyone else concerned as to why fucking Master Chief isn't concerned about it at all? He sort of sees elites and he's like, oh, I guess I gotta kill these now, blah, blah, blah.
He's a soldier. Because he got attacked at the beginning.
Well, there's obviously,
There's always
that initial what the fuck moment, but the thing is, look at where he just came from.
The only one who had one of those was Cortana, and it was sort of like, what? Fucking elites
well, the thing is,
and then,
the chief is to the point where if something's trying to kill him, he's going to kill it. It doesn't matter what it is or when it is or anything. I mean,
that just makes
he's a killing machine.
So unattachable as a character. Like
but
He's
thing
kind
is,
of in between,
look at
like,
where he just
Gordon
came.
Freeman
He's
and,
been
like,
a,
a normal actor.
he
Like,
hasn't
they try
been
and build him
alone
as a
sitting
sympathetic
he's been
character in this
asleep.
game, and they fall flat on their ass.
Like, what did he just finish doing? Killing Flood,
What did he
killing
just- what
Coven
do you mean?
Brutes. That's what he
Yeah, 4
just
years
finished
ago.
doing. Yeah, but
4
the thing
years
is,
ago.
he was sleeping the whole time.
Still,
It's like-
it was still 4 years ago, regardless of when he was cryogenically frozen. By the way, how did he get on that fucking spaceship?
You never saw past the credits
Yeah.
on Halo 3?
Dude,
Like, right at
He
the end
was-
of Halo 3, he gets on the ship,
Yeah.
and then half the
Yeah.
ship teleports
he's in the
away,
cargo,
and it cuts
he's in the
off.
cargo bay, and the Arbiter goes in. You know, the Arbiter's driving, so he's in the front, and the Chief's in the cargo bay. They go through the portal. The portal collapses, basically chops the ship in half. Chief is still in the back section.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically
In
what
Halo
the set
3, you see the Arbiter in the front half of the ship crashing on Earth, or crashing on a planet, whatever.
See, fucking, why would they put that at the end of the credits? It's kind of important.
Well, because it's one of those things you should wait until the end of the credits. They did something after the end of the credits for
Yeah.
Halo 4, and I think they did one for Halo 2. I don't remember what
Yeah.
it
Wait,
was.
they didn't have... Okay,
It's basically saying,
Okay,
if you,
so
if
you
get
can-
through the credits, fuck you. That's basically what
Okay.
it's saying.
so, you guys can explain the story holes I had. I appreciate it. But that still remains that the multiplayer is complete shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not.
I
I
can
like the
tell you-
multiplayer.
I can
It was
tell you
annoying.
why it's complete shit, and I can formulate a very, very thought out reason why the multiplayer is shit. What do you want to? Anyone
I
curious?
am very pissed
Sure.
off.
By
about
all
this.
means.
I am going to
What'd you
say,
say?
I'm willing to hear, but I enjoyed it, so it won't generally change my opinion.
I hate the new SWAT because when you stop sprinting, it takes so damn long to get your gun back up in the reticle to reappear. That pisses me off. Because in Reach,
Dexterity.
it's almost
Use
instant.
dexterity.
Dude, I use dexterity. SWAT, it doesn't allow your loadouts are useless in SWAT, so it's still slow. The
Well,
thing
then
is,
you should just walk. That's sort of like a thing in gaming.
I
Like
know,
if you're
but that's-
gonna run
I
around
know,
the map,
But then
you're gonna get
why
shot.
did they give us the
But the
option
problem
to
is-
even sprint?
yeah, that's the
What
thing.
was
Is
the
like,
point of giving every single Spartan on the field the option to sprint when the
It
maps are
completely
still
fucks up my
insanely
whole-
tiny? It just adds the. They're just trying to make Halo a fast-paced shooter like Call of Duty, and
Yeah.
Halo is not that kind of shooter.
my
It takes
whole
5 shots to
SWAT
fucking kill someone
strategies-
with the strongest weapon that isn't a power weapon.
The thing is, my whole SWAT strategy is now fucked up because what I would always do, always, when I was going to turn a corner, I would sprint, jump, turn, shoot. While I'm still in the air, I would have my gun up and shoot right when I get around the corner. That's what I would always do, and it worked really well. And I was really good at SWAT in Halo 4 or in Halo Reach. And now in Halo 4, because the whole like arm movement and all that garbage takes so damn long, it's fucked up my whole way of playing. Which means I don't play SWAT anymore. Like I
One
like
complaint I can have with the multiplayer is
For a while,
that
I
if
used
you
to
get shot,
love SWAT. And now in Halo 4, I don't do it at all.
it seems like a small complaint, honestly, in my opinion.
Well, it's not. Yeah,
Something's
it's
like
not-
you were comfortable with doing something, and then you change slightly, so it doesn't sound like you aren't comfortable with it anymore, so you
Well,
don't like it.
But it's. I mean, it's still a good game. It's just not. It's just not.
Okay. Okay.
It's not what
It's
I.
not Halo enough for you.
Entirely.
It's not Halo at all. It's not.
People get always annoyed, like Super Mario Sunshine. If anybody ever tried
Are
to
we
innovate or
I
change
like
anything,
Mario
people
Sunshine
get
a lot.
pissed, and then they're like, "I want it the same as it was Super
No,
Mario
innovation
64."
is good. Innovation is progress, and I don't mind innovation. Halo
But the
3 to Halo Reach, that was the perfect amount of innovation to not
Yeah.
break the game's
The thing
core
about
mechanics.
A lot of people say
as a
Bungie
comparison,
fucked up
like
Halo
you brought
Reach,
up,
honestly.
as a comparison, when you brought up Super Mario Sunshine, in comparison to 64, at its core, when you don't use your sprayers and stuff like that, at its core, it still plays the same. Like, your triple jump still has the same timing, it still works the same way, all your different jumping stuff is pretty much the same. All this stuff is still consistent, but it's just added in these new features. Halo, the nice thing about Reach is that it still felt like Halo. It still felt like Halo. It wasn't, it changed a bunch of different stuff, and you had a bunch of new features and all this stuff, but it still felt like Halo.
Really, what did they add in Reach that they didn't have in Halo 3? Armor abilities.
Right? Armor abilities, yeah.
Armor abilities. But in Halo 3...
And a few new weapons and stuff they usually do.
Still had armor abilities in Halo 3, they were just equipment instead. They simply took an old mechanic and changed the way you used it, added a couple new ones.
The problem with Halo 4 is they changed.
Still there.
They changed too much too quickly.
In Halo 4, guess what? You can all sprint, which used to be an armor ability. So whatever. But now you still have those armor abilities. And guess what? You get 2 perks, which fucking perks. 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 Why?
All right, let's move on to the armor abilities then.
Sorry, starting over my words. I didn't play enough to unlock. I didn't care enough. Like, I have Promethean vision, and that's it. Which thought initially it might have been overpowered, but since it lasts so little, it's. But like, you can drop a healing station for God's sake, and it doesn't take long to recharge. It's just. Oh my God!
It's too much.
Yeah, but they've done too much. Like hit cover, heal yourself. You can't be like shooting somebody, heal yourself, and then be fine.
Yeah.
Alright, that's enough Halo chatter.
But I have still so much to talk about.
The thing is it's not that they didn't.
Pokemans now.
It's not that they failed to do enough. It's that they did too much.
Exactly.
That's the problem. Yes. They did too much. Halos have never had a ton of variation from game to game, and they've just done too much.
For the love of God, guns don't even spawn on the map anymore.
That's true. There's never like you never know where the sniper's going to be. Like, you never know where the rocket's going to be. Like, that's classic Halo gameplay that they've completely changed.
Halo has always been based on the concept of map control, controlling power weapon spawns and not letting your opponent get the fuck where you don't want them to go. Guess what? Since power weapons don't spawn, you have no place worth controlling, so everyone's just running around like chickens with their head cut off. Oh, and guess what? Means that gameplay type is rewarded. You get kill streaks, which give you the power weapons, and fuck the saw, by the way. That gun is too overpowered.
Yeah, the saw's up there.
I will
the saw
agree.
Is unbeatable.
The saw, and then there's the one rocket launch, the Promethean rocket launcher. I forget what it's called.
Incineration cannon.
Haven't you guys used the Promethean rocket launcher? Like shoots the red thing.
Like you can
incinerate.
You can kill.
It shoots the rocket. Blows up and then releases 4 frag grenades.
It's the scatter shot.
That gun,
everyone in a room.
That gun can kill a mantis in one hit. Rockets take like 3.
Balanced. Definitely. And by the way, even when you get your kill streak, because that's what they are, they're kill streaks, guess what? You might not even get a power weapon. You might get a piece of shit fucking, what's this? It's overshield? Guess what? My gun will blow your head off before you can even pick it up.
Yeah,
And then this motherfucker over here gets a saw and rapes your entire team before you can say howdy doody.
Or what's that map? That one where blue team automatically starts
Halo
with a DOS
4
hog?
is at least...
Oh, yeah, and that's fun. That's a fun map. I love that map. Yeah, definitely. No, it's okay. Great.
It's like, here, have a DOS hog.
Is that the one where they did it in the finale of Red vs. Blue, I think?
Or they did a Achievement Hunter video or whatever?
I think it is.
One thing I can say was Halo 4 is at least flexible, at least.
No, I find it completely unplayable.
Yeah, it's the big green one, I think, with the tank on it.
Yeah, the one thing I realized, though, the community is going to... The thing about the Halo community is it's always been so influential. As long as 343 listens to them, the community will fix the problems.
I don't trust 343 anymore. I had my full confidence in them
Yeah.
all the way up, and they took my confidence, and they slowly strangled the life out of it.
Well, the good news is, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but you know how Bungie leaked all that stuff about the new project they're working on?
Yeah.
Like,
No, actually, I didn't.
The
Continue.
new game they're coming out with.
yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. I think I'm.
The new
Isn't it on like
project
PS3? Isn't it on PS3?
It's
Yeah,
on
okay.
PS3
I've
and
heard a little
Xbox.
bit.
It's cross-console. It's not purely
Okay.
PS3.
All right.
It's probably
Because they've numerously times they've said they're not abandoning their Xbox playing fans. They are still going to be debuting on 360 as well. So
Excuse me.
because they realize switching over to PS3 would be a dick move to all their current Xbox fans. So I'm excited to see what that's like.
Although I'm hoping they don't just think Halo.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be. It seems it's going to be a lot different.
Interesting.
Like,
It's going to be cheaper.
yeah. Like, have you guys seen the
What's wrong with
concept art?
different?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I might have.
Well,
If
let
I'm
me
thinking
let me
about
just
stuff.
get to the
Yeah,
page
I
and
saw
send
it.
you guys a link.
All right.
On Bungie, they're like, oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
It shows like a
Yeah, it shows this like walking tank sort of thing.
they weren't planning on releasing it for a little while longer.
Yeah, because they don't think they're really quite ready yet, but
I
because the leak happened, they kind of had to. So here is the picture right there.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
So
Also,
it looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up.
Yeah,
on the
I
video.
remember.
I'm
I
gonna put it on
remember
the
seeing
video
this.
when we edit it.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's some nice concept art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very Star Warsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that with the tank. And
It's almost like Star Warsy Mech Warrior type of.
For some reason, it gives me like the tank in the background. I don't know why I think of this, but I think of like Howl's Moving Castle.
yeah.
I don't know why. It just gives me that feel. But
I guess
That's
it's
neither
with
here nor
everything
there.
on it and the shaping of it.
yeah.
But regardless, it looks really good, and we know if
Right.
Bungie's at the helm, it's going to be done right
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they've
So-
never let us down.
Oh, no.
I mean, Reach
Yeah,
was
I'm
I've
looking
put
forward
more
to it, but,
hours into Halo
this
Reach
is
than
concept art, so
any game.
Yeah.
I don't see a single flaw with Halo Armor
Like-
Lock, but
The amount,
I don't-
look at it this way: the amount of hours I put into Halo Reach is bordering on the amount of hours I've put into Ocarina of Time. That's how much I've played Reach.
I've never actually played Ocarina of Time, but I never had it in 64, so.
So there's no title yet for this game, or
that's a game I have to play. I have it on the Wii. Yeah.
There actually, now that I think about it, I've
There's
never
a
played
title,
the
I
Zelda
think
game.
it's Destiny or-
Ocarina of Time is on my list
Oh,
of
wow, really?
best video games of all time.
See,
it's
I've heard a lot of people say that it's really
Don't
overrated.
Start with Skyward Sword.
One of my, a good friend of mine says that it's really overrated, and
The highest rated game of all
Well,
time.
Well, look at
Like-
it this way. I mean, it was so far ahead of its time when it was made. I mean, it was still like up there with people that were playing games when the last generation of consoles came out, like the 360 or the original Xbox and the GameCube, stuff like that. Like people were still playing N64, and people were still playing Ocarina of Time.
I really can't talk about it at
And
all,
it
but
is
I've
still. And it,
Good. Is he like cutting out?
Shawn
I
is,
was. Are
a
you
little bit.
continuing? I'll say something quick.
I've just.
Oh, am I cutting out? Sorry.
I
Yeah,
thought
you
you
were a
were.
little bit
hear me?
hard. No, we
I don't
can't.
I think the sad thing is that the last Zelda
sorry.
game I ever played was
Fucking
for the
someone.
Nintendo.
Everyone keeps
when it was the
interrupting.
gold cartridge. The gold cartridge.
Of
Oh
what?
yeah.
Back in the day.
The gold cartridge of Majora's Mask,
No.
or the
I'm
gold?
talking about
original?
Nintendo, not Super Nintendo, not Nintendo 64.
OG.
Nintendo.
Oh, OG
I still
Nintendo.
have- I actually, my dad has his old one, and it's currently in my room at his place. It's
Dude, the
fucking
NES
awesome.
was the shit.
I have Mario 3 on that. I played the shit out of it.
The NES is
I-
what took us from the Atari into, like, the NES was the bridge
Mhm.
between Atari and modern gaming. Like, the NES was the bridge.
You know what? You know what I really wish I had? I really wish I had a Super Nintendo with 2 games, just 2 in particular. Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country. Those 2 games.
Yeah, Donkey Kong
Super Mario
Country is
World-
really good. Actually,
Super
both of
Mario
those are
World
really
is my
good.
favorite game of all time, and Donkey Kong Country, I think I put it at like my 7th favorite game of all time.
Yeah,
I
those are
love
really,
games.
really good. Because I remember I used to have these friends. I have these friends that used to have. They had a SNES they had Street Fighter 2. They had Batman Returns, the really good side-scroller beat 'em up.
Yeah, I remember that
I
one.
rank that as one of the best side-scroller beat 'em ups ever. They had like a few others that were okay, but it was mainly just like Street Fighter and Batman that were like the games they had, and they also had Donkey Kong Country and stuff like that.
I
And
remember.
we would always go over there, like every Friday night we'd go over there and play, and like it was kick-ass.
I remember back when I was in elementary school, I used to have to walk from the elementary school to my babysitter's house because my mom would work, and they had an NES and a GameCube. The NES had Super Mario World, Donkey Kong, all these different games, but those were the 2 I only ever touched because they were amazing. And then on GameCube, they had freaking Super Smash Bros. Melee and just,
Dude,
good
I
times.
love Smash Bros. Melee so much.
Melee is it's a masterpiece, really.
It's by far the
Did
best.
anybody have-
By far the best Smash Brothers too. It's way better than the one on the Wii.
Oh, yeah.
It's way better
than
than the
Brawl.
Wii.
It was fun, don't get me wrong, but Melee is the cream de la crop.
Yeah, like
Did anybody ever have a Sega handheld?
I've never had any Sega console systems in general.
the only time I've ever played Sega stuff, the only time is I played I played Spyro on the PS1 at a friend's house. I played Spyro the Dragon and I loved it.
That's not Sega, is it? I don't think Spyro's Sega.
Well, oh wait, not Sega. That's Sony.
Yeah, that's
Sega.
Sony,
We're
dude.
talking about like Sega Genesis and stuff like that. Played a little Sonic, but that's pretty much it.
I've never played a
Genesis,
Sonic game.
Dreamcast.
Right.
Saturn.
I just played.
I love Sonic games. Well, I love
I just
the
played
older
some
ones.
Sonic games on the Genesis, and that's pretty much it. Like Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles on the Genesis was good.
Or Sonic Adventure.
No, see, what I'm talking about is this right here. I had one of these growing up as a
It
kid.
was the last one.
This bad boy.
And then, like a dummy, trying to clean it out, I thought maybe if I could use some gum and clean it out, but yeah, that didn't work.
Wait,
out so
gum?
Like,
I was
Are you
7.
madman?
Okay, I was 7 I didn't
You
know
figured
what I had.
You figured like
Dude,
stick it
that
on a
thing
bunch
is-
of times and pull it off, and it'd pull everything out, right?
Exactly.
Because it was sticky, kind of like tape.
Exactly.
It
That was my theory behind it.
even kind of makes sense in the mind of, like, how old were you?
7.
7. Yeah, that makes sense in the mind of a 7-year-old.
That's understandable, yeah. I used to
Yeah,
have.
but
I had
If it was
Game Boy
like you now, it's like, what are you thinking?
But I had Sonic the Hedgehog for it, the first Sonic the Hedgehog game for it.
Yeah. I feel like everybody's had a handheld console at one point when they were kids. Like,
Oh, definitely.
I had Game Boy Color. Like, Game Boy Color, and I always played original Game Boy games on it. Like, I rarely played Game Boy Color games.
Yeah, I had a Game Boy. My stepmom actually had a Game Boy Color. Had like Kirby, Pokemon Gold. What else? Metroid game. I don't remember which one.
It was
some.
Oh wait, no, that's Game Boy Advance. I was thinking like
you guys
Metroid
ever played
Fusion, but
Load
that's not
Wait,
Runner?
maybe was it? Did I have a Metroid? I don't remember. But yeah, they were my stepbrother. Yeah, I can't. I'm not good with remembering relations. It's complicated. Remarrying. I'm not smart. But yeah,
I had one of the original Game Boys, and I had a Star Trek game for it.
found out.
Star Trek game. Damn.
Hey, it was transport. It was you were a transport officer, so the purpose of the game was you had to transport people up.
Wow.
That
you'd
sounds like
you'd
the
beam
best
people.
game.
You'd be Scotty.
Yeah.
You'd beam people up.
Exactly.
That was your
Exactly.
role in the game.
Beam me up, Scotty.
But the thing is, it was the Enterprise D. It was
So
Picard.
you didn't
you
even
were
get
Miles
Scotty.
O'Brien. No, you were O'Brien.
Well, that's
It
dumb.
was just as
Scotty
good.
was way cooler.
Yes, Scotty was way cooler, but O'Brien was cool as
Beam
well.
me up, O'Brien.
It doesn't have the same ring.
It's not the same.
But I noticed something about myself as I did like a little Star Trek marathon thing one day, and going through the entire series, starting from the original series, going all the way up to Enterprise. Every time in every single one of them, my favorite character has always been the engineer. Always been the engineer for some reason.
Huh.
And then
Well,
there was silence.
Well, speaking of Star Trek, has anybody seen the poster for the new Star Trek Into Darkness?
You know what? I'm gonna put myself on the line right here. I'm gonna throw this information out. I've never seen any Star Trek films, shows. I know nothing about Star Trek.
Blasphemy.
You know what?
I have
That's
tricky family,
that's
so
the way I am.
Blasphemy.
That's the way I am with like a lot of different nerd things. Like I've never played a Zelda game. I'm just going.
which is really, really bad.
No.
You need to do so.
I'm fully aware.
Introduce
I
yourself with Ocarina of Time. That's just what I'm saying. That's what I was introduced
You know what?
with.
I've actually been considering starting with Majora's Mask. I've just heard more
No,
positive
Majora's
things
Mask is
about-
too frustrating to start with.
Go with the original.
Regardless,
Or the first one, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not completely done here. There's still a list of things that may
Oh, wait, actually,
shock and or disturb you.
I lied.
Your
The
birthday?
first one I did was Link's Awakening.
Dude, not cool. Come on, man.
Continue.
But you
I
said
go
you had a
by-
list.
I haven't watched any of The Walking Dead yet.
What?
I haven't either.
Ooh, Jay,
You haven't
Jay,
even... Okay.
settle down. Jay,
I
I
settle
haven't
down.
either, personally.
Okay, I'm not alone. Whew.
Yeah.
It's a good
I might
fucking
just
show.
play the game. I don't know.
I don't know if
My
this will shock
brother
you
said
guys.
it wasn't very good. I don't know.
I've heard nothing but positive things about it, and I don't know why. I just haven't watched it. It's not like that I don't want to, it's just I haven't. You know? And that's like how I am with like Zelda games. I don't know if this is gonna disturb you guys as much as it did some of my friends, but I haven't seen any Doctor Who either. And
That's understandable
bad.
because it's British.
I was
Wait, speaking of
Easy,
Doctor Who,
easy. David Tennant is awesome.
speaking of Doctor Who, Mac, who is an asshole because he's not here, he recently put up this photo that I just could not stop laughing about, and it's a Doctor Who reference that obviously not all of you will get, but is really fucking awesome.
I don't know. It's just I nearly got kicked out of my friend's house for saying that.
It's pretty great.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's pretty great.
I love it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It wasn't available for me.
And Mac being a
What is
self-proclaimed
it?
drunk.
And what is our audience?
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
And like I said, I'm
I
going to
don't
put
get
that
it.
photo up on the video as well.
Yeah, you have to.
So
Imagine them
yeah,
trying to say it.
I feel left out because I don't get it.
Aww.
I don't get
It's
it.
okay.
It's okay.
What
I
have
was
we all
looking
covered?
possibly towards getting the game.
What was that? All right, so new topic. What should we talk about here?
The new Star Wars film.
Oh yeah, we can discuss that yet. Feelings. I think we're gonna reach a
I never
general
get to
consensus.
talk about Pokemon.
Oh, don't worry, we'll touch base on that because I want to talk
Yeah.
about Pokemon.
We need to talk Pokemon at some point.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Okay,
Star
Roy
Wars.
showed,
but
Roy
if I
showed
want
me a
to
picture
say,
today of the new, I guess
Mhm.
a picture from the new Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Picture?
Han Solo is training Jedi. So I was like, yeah, okay.
Wait.
And see, hold on a second. I'll get this photo for you. I'll get
Wait,
this
they're
photo
actually
for you.
they've actually started production already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
You know
And
what?
it's pretty
And
close
see,
around
the
the corner.
thing behind
well, yeah, it's going to be like 3 years from now, so that's generally
Wait,
So-
3 years?
yeah,
Damn, that's a
2015.
long time
something like that,
between
yeah.
beginning of production and getting it out
Yeah.
there.
Well, see, the thing is, though, is they announced
Hey,
it.
it's better than.
Go ahead.
Mm.
So
I
they
was
announced
just
it
going
in,
to say,
in
like, yeah, they
November.
announced it a little while ago.
Yeah.
And Mark Hamill and Carrie
But,
Fisher have
yeah,
both stated.
It's just, it takes a while to do it. You know, you'd rather it be like called we can do it every year.
Oh God. I
Yeah.
don't think I could handle
Sorry if
a
I'm gonna get
Disney
a
Star
laugh.
Wars film every year. Anyway, what
Yeah,
were you
but-
saying about Mark Hamill and
But I
Yeah,
think,
Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher have both stated and discussed that they would appear in Episode 7,
I
but
think it
there's no definite yet.
Oh, they
And another thing,
so,
yeah, they will.
there would be an uproar in the ridiculously huge Star Wars community if
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And see, the thing is that there was an article talking about how Ewan McGregor was getting interviewed, and they asked him if he wanted to play Obi-Wan Kenobi again, and he said he'd be more than happy to.
but only if it makes sense for him to do it. Only if it works.
Yeah,
Not if like it wouldn't make sense if they had him be like say, you know, if they had him be the Obi-Wan from episode 3 because it just wouldn't make sense because
Yeah.
it wouldn't be consistent.
it would need to be Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, it would have to
Yes,
be Ben
straight.
Kenobi. And Ewan
Yeah.
McGregor's never done Ben Kenobi.
no. He
So-
started to look like him towards the end, but my thing is they might do something like they did with Tron Legacies, and just
They fucked up Tron. Just
Did
gonna
they?
go ahead and say it. They fucked up Tron. I was a big
It had
fan of
cool
the old
parts, though.
movie
it had
for
cool
years.
parts, though.
It was a good movie, but if you're a fan of the first one like I am, it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
But
Yeah.
I think
Bill
people
Wild was hot,
were
though.
very quick to jump to the conclusion that it's going to be bad because Disney's making it. Disney's made Avengers, and Avengers was pretty hype. It's
It was
pretty
pretty good. I think
I mean,
yeah,
what?
it was-
and
There's
the
a lot
nice
of
thing
people
about
George Lucas isn't
I
going to really be a
trust-
part of this, though.
the nice
You
thing
know what?
about Avengers, the way they presented Avengers is they didn't overplay it as to how good it was. They just did build up in story, but they didn't like, you know, have like a 2-year thing where they had this huge ass ad campaign like the Avengers is gonna be amazing and all this garbage. They just kind of did it like
It was-
a normal movie and just produced
It was
and
a
did some
very
trailers before
slow
it came
build
out.
up to Avengers. It was a
very slow build up.
from
but they
releasing all the different films.
Yeah,
Of
I
the
think I don't think
Avengers.
I think it was so successful because they didn't overdo it.
What was I going to say? No. But I think a lot of people were too quick to judge that it's going to be bad because Disney's making it. First of all, like I said, they made Avengers. They also made, I don't know if you guys remember this, but they made Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's a pretty good film series. Other than
Yeah.
4 was a little
Yeah.
Although I didn't like the second and third ones. I liked the
fourth
first one
one
and I liked the
was-
last one. Well, actually,
You didn't
that's
like
not
2 or
fair.
3?
That's not fair to say. In 2 or 3, anything that involved Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley, I hated,
Oh,
but everything else
yeah.
I liked.
Oh,
Anything that involved them two and their whole romantic bullshit,
Yeah.
I hated, but everything else I liked. That's kind of the
who's-
way those movies ended up.
For you, just
I think-
remove the love aspect from it and leave the rest
It-
of the movie.
It was
Pretty
such a
much
good-
because, honestly, Orlando Bloom and
Like-
Keira Knightley aren't very good at it.
But that's neither here nor there. So, and plus, I want to also point out George Lucas is having nothing to do with this project, and I
Mhm.
think that's a good thing.
Well, no, he'll be a consulting writer.
He'll be a
But
consultant.
other than that, I think it's a good thing he's not touching this.
Why is
Well, see, the thing is, though, is he said he was done. He said him personally was done. He was ready to pass it on to somebody else.
And
Granted, he
that's
would
like-
help and everything.
And that's
He needs to be
appropriate.
done.
I mean, if you think
needs
about it, you remember Stan Lee when he stopped writing? When Stan Lee stopped writing and doing that stuff, he still oversees. He's still like a consultant and oversees all the stuff that goes out, but he's not directly involved with making the stuff. Like he just gives it review.
And that's the role that George Lucas really needs to take because he
needs to follow in the
lost
footsteps of Stan Lee.
He's lost it. He doesn't have that anymore. Anyone see Red Tails? It wasn't very good. It was his latest film. It was
The Tuskegee Airmen.
The Blackfire pilots from World War II.
Tuskegee Airmen.
It was the Tuskegee. It wasn't bad, but it was not very good. I don't know. But I think that George Lucas needs to step away from his own creations.
Because the thing is, because he's at the position he's in now, people assume that George Lucas involved is going to make it good, and that's not the case. It's his name isn't going to make anything amazing.
His name is worthless now.
Yeah.
Fucking Indiana Jones 4.
I'm sorry.
That
was an
was
Indiana Jones movie.
That movie should have been called Indiana Jones and the Crappy Fourth Movie.
As far as I'm concerned, this is my canon. I'm sticking to it. You cannot tell me otherwise. When he got in the fridge, he died from lead poisoning. That's it. That's the end of the movie. The rest...
No, he gets stuck in the freezer. He just out. And then like 100 years later, they find the bones.
No, in Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Or in Fallout
that's
Vegas.
Canon. It's in New Vegas, I think.
Yeah, it's in Fallout Vegas. You find the fridge with the bones, and there's the Easter egg for Luke's parents or Luke's whatever.
Oh, it's aunt and uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, his aunt and uncle. You find, I don't remember what their names were, but that's in there
Owen
too.
And I want to say Owen and Baru.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru.
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 With a B.
Oh,
I know
this I have to bring.
Whatever,
all I know is
close enough.
blue milk.
Oh, with
Blue
this,
milk.
I have to bring up what's it called? Far Cry 3. You know how the guy from Machinima, you know how he said, and it's in all their ads now for that game, where how he said it's like Skyrim with guns. Thing is, you know what else is like Skyrim with guns?
The game that is Skyrim with guns. The game that
World of
literally
Warcraft.
is Skyrim with guns.
Fallout is Skyrim with guns. Literally.
I don't know. I think I haven't touched.
It was funny because the guy from Machinima later said that he was like all jet lagged and drunk and stuff, so he regrets his words. But now that quote is in all the ads for Far Cry 3. It's hilarious.
Yeah, but you should probably give an opinion on a game when you're jet lagged and drunk. No, that seems like the best business practice of all time.
Well, it's a guy from Machinima.
I applaud the man.
Take him seriously in the first place.
No.
When's the last time Machinima made good content that was actually Machinima? Never.
They have
good
inside
live
gaming
content.
They have inside gaming, and that's it. And I've stopped wanting that forever ago. But again, neither here nor there.
So
I don't know.
It's a fun quote to use, and it's a good strategy for their marketing. But I find Machinima's name to be completely uncredible. I don't really care what they say. Because I've never steadily watched anything they produce. Like, the only thing I've steadily watched that is on Machinima is Freeman's Mind, and that's not even from them. That's
the only thing I steadily watch from that network is Sanity Not Included. That's it. I used to watch Arby and Chief, but then it got bullshit.
Yeah, I I could never get into Army and the Chief.
Yeah, I could see why you couldn't.
I only have Machinima to thank for one thing, and one thing only.
What?
And that was for giving me the link to Red vs. Blue.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
That was it.
No, what?
That was it.
No, what?
the
You guys
most I
just
ever
reminded
saw-
me. I haven't finished season 10. I haven't finished season 10 yet.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I should really. I started. Well, I think.
Yeah, you kind of
started.
should.
I watched the first 3 episodes, and then I'm like, I don't want to wait, so I'm gonna wait until it's completely done and then watch it in the series. And I haven't done that yet.
Well,
I should do that.
it's all done and ready, so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Season
you know what?
10's
I'm
already on sale.
I like doing
kind of
that.
stoked
with
with that new thing they're
shows and
doing.
stuff.
Have any of you seen the trailer for Ruby?
Yes.
Yes.
That looks
Wait,
really good because Monty's in charge.
Yeah.
I don't think
So
it's.
that's gonna
wait,
be.
I mean,
wait,
Monty's just
Monty's
awesome
like-
in general.
project.
so-
Yeah, it's all Monty.
Wait, it's.
It's
I
full.
don't think it's called Ruby.
It's
Red,
called
Ruby.
white, yellow.
It's spelled weird.
red-
It's spelled funky.
It's RWBY.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
Yeah, it's pronounced
but it's
Ruby.
pronounced.
Okay, if that's how. I knew what you were talking about, but the name threw me off. I saw the trailer for that, and it fucking blew me away.
Yeah, it looks amazing. And
I'm stoked for that. Is there another trailer out for it yet? Anyone know?
I'm
is it
excited
still just-
as long as they don't use the
It's the
same
one
old
so far.
sound.
and Monty's a damn ninja, so I mean the
Yeah,
mocap's
I
always
didn't like
good.
the wolf. Yeah, I agree. I don't like the wolf sounds, but otherwise it was amazing.
Well, yeah,
Oh my.
that's understandable. It's never going to be perfect.
Mhm.
I mean, if you think about it, this is still Rooster Teeth we're talking about.
Right.
This is still the guys with the crappy mics in Blood Gold.
I don't know if anybody agrees with me on this, but what the hell's Bernie thinking with that gauntlet thing?
I haven't watched
filler.
that.
From money
Oh,
from
That's
Bing.
all it is. It's just filler. And money.
It's flair and money from Bing.
I think it's a good
I think it's a
idea
good
with
way to-
that thing.
It's a cool way to give back to the community. Like
Geico.
giving $10,000 to a fan that goes through this whole show or whatever. Like that's cool. Like it's one of those things. Like you've made it when you have your own game show.
I never have been a fan of like the game
It's
show.
not awful, but it's not like
It's
great.
not something like you know what I prefer to it. You know
It's not like the tests are bad.
you know how
the
Medal of
tests
Honor
are so bad.
you know Medal of Honor Warfighter, how they did their
that
whole
really bad game.
So what were you?
yeah it's a horrible
Yes, I'm aware.
you know how they it's a horrible game, but you know how they did that whole game show on I think it was Machinima Prime. They did
Probably not.
anyway they did a thing where they had army like dudes from the army and professional gamers like in
Oh,
2-man teams, and they did this whole thing, and they like
you know what? I
FPS Russia
do
was
know what you're
there.
talking about. It was
Yeah.
hosted by FPS Russia, right? Yeah,
I was
yeah,
hosting
I know exactly.
Russia, and
Yeah.
then these gaming dudes.
Sure.
I watched one episode and then never watched it again.
Yeah. I actually ended up watching through it all, and it's mainly just to watch FPS Russia because he's freaking hilarious.
I'm kind of I'm not a fan of FPS Russia anymore, really.
I love them.
You can totally tell he's sold out big time. I don't know, but that again, we're
That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing.
I don't know. It's
Well, Rooster Teeth sold out, but you know they're a really
Yeah,
good
but
company.
it's not. He's not even
Yeah.
making.
Well, I
I'm getting
mean,
a text message probably from my mom.
I
to
say
tell
it
me to
all.
shut
I
up.
say it all the time. By far my favorite part of Rooster Teeth is Achievement Hunter. By far.
Called it.
Let's play. Those are my favorites.
Let's play.
Anyone?
I still
Anyone
like
see the
Rooster
Riptide?
Blue the top, but I love Let's Plays now.
Yeah.
Has
Oh,
anyone
yeah, that
seen-
was
amazing. Ray's become my favorite guy from Achievement Hunter now.
Seriously,
Yeah.
Ray is fucking awesome.
And Gavin made a special appearance in the last Let's Play.
I cannot stand Gavin. I don't know if I'm alone here, but
X-ray and Vag.
X-Ray and
I'm
Val.
gonna-
Yep.
okay. I need. This needs to be here. The Raytosh.
Yes. You know you've made it when you have your own montage that someone else made for you on YouTube.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But
Especially when Ray gets in a corner and they're like doing something real quick, and he's like, "What's up, internet? How y'all doing tonight?"
hey guys, Ray here. Or when he sees posters of Ninja.
Parkour. Parkour.
Dude,
Parkour.
Speaking of the
Parkour.
Let's Plays, have you guys seen the Tuxedo Mob animations? Have you guys seen the Tuxedo Mob animations?
No, I've been
Like Ray tweeted at them, and then
no.
I'll have to link you guys. I did some.
Yeah, it sounds good.
You made 2 of them actually.
dude, I love how they
Like,
they have the behind the
being,
scenes.
like,
They have their
being
office.
popular eventually.
Yeah.
I love how they have like the little tower of pimps that goes around the room, and they have like little figurines of their own dudes. Like
Yeah.
Michael's got the banjo dude, and Ray's got the little tuxedo mask. Like,
Dude,
and,
Ray's
like,
desk is freaking awesome. He's got freaking
seriously,
Scott
like I want to do
Pilgrim,
something like that. Like I want to have,
Exodia.
like I want to go to work and fucking have all that shit and just play games with dudes and do that stuff like that. Like
I
that's
fucking want
kick-ass.
Ray's Scott Pilgrim figure. That is awesome.
Yeah, like obviously it's a lot of work doing all the rendering and all the editing and all that other garbage, but it's still like it's still awesome.
Just the environment. Just the environment by
Just the
itself.
whole environment, yeah.
Wow, we
And,
got really off topic here.
And Ryan coming
I
into the
feel
room and you're
bad for Ryan because he has to like maneuver himself on the couch with like a box and
yeah. And Ryan comes into the room and starts talking, and you assume it's Jack.
Yeah, for a while I got them mixed up, but is Ryan new, or has he been there for a while and just started to appear in the Let's Plays?
He's
been there for a while. He started in the very first Let's Play.
he was like a cameraman guy, like he was something else. Like he was a part of
Wasn't
a different
he,
part, and now he's a part of Achievement Hunter.
Wasn't he in the Portal Mario?
That's when.
Thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the first Let's Play.
Oh, that's
was,
he's the PC
Mario.
guy.
Yeah, that was the
That's what it
first
is.
Let's Play.
He's
Was
the
the
guy
Mario.
I think he was in Horse before that though.
Yeah,
What's-
he's the guy that teaches them
the
how to
horse
do PC
tournament?
stuff. He's like their server guy or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like tech support with Gus.
Yeah, that's what he is. And now he's
Okay.
an Achievement Hunter and is a clone of Jack.
Finally, it's nice to see them do some PC stuff.
I think
Anyway,
I think it's actually on the Achievement Hunter poster.
Yeah,
I think so as well.
Yeah,
Is it
he is
Caleb still
actually,
as
and they're
well?
apparently
Yeah.
going to make a house for him because one last tower of him.
Yeah, but I think Caleb
I
is
feel
also
bad
on
Caleb
the
isn't included though.
tower.
He just brought it
the
up
poster.
whenever they do something with the community.
Yeah.
Know what I wish they would
Who's
make
also
more
on
of?
the poster?
Caleb?
Caleb is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeff, Jack,
Caleb.
Gavin.
Caleb.
Yeah, I wish Caleb was in it more.
I don't mind Caleb.
Damn. This went from End of the World to just talking about Rooster Teeth.
I know.
We were talking about the Star Wars film, and then it got to like Machinima, and then FPS Russia, and then Rooster Teeth, then the Achievement Hunter to the Raytage. All right, I think we need to get off this. I think we've talked about this long enough.
Yeah, let's
Been-
move
Why
on.
are they posing?
We put out there that we very much love Achievement Hunter.
Yeah,
I think we
we
need
love
to talk
them a
about Pokemon.
Yes,
I think we
Yeah.
need to
you need to talk about a Pokemon. Okay, what was
So-
your first,
Yes,
what was your
can I
first
finally
Pokemon?
talk about it?
What's up?
Everybody,
Oh.
first
I was-
Pokemon game ever had or ever played.
First
Yellow.
Pokemon? Okay. My first game that I played was
Yellow.
Yellow, but the first one I beat was Pokemon Ruby.
Okay. I mean,
Yellow and yellow.
it's usually yellow for
I
me.
played Yellow personally first.
I was blue. I was all blue because I had blue because I got it from a friend of mine. Like he had it just sitting around or whatever, and because I had my I actually had a Game Boy Advance by that point. Like this was a while. Like I got into it late, and I ended up with blue and played the crap out of it. And then I moved from blue to Fire Red, and I still have and play Fire Red.
Oh, so you're a Gary motherfucking Oak then.
Yeah.
See, I'm like
I've
that.
never
Like,
owned yellow.
Gary
Like, I wish I did, but I've never owned yellow.
I'm like that too. Like
There's a
I
zipper
played.
sound again.
Yeah, I heard it too that time. It was from Roy.
Yeah, it was. That was me.
Like,
Do we
I'm
even
like-
want to know what you're doing?
It's my DS case. Shut up.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, okay.
get in the
Okay.
Pokemon.
The thing is, I was watching a YouTube video. The Game Grumps.
Oh, Game Grumps. Don't even get me started how much
And I
love
was
them.
watching
Yeah.
Pokemon. I'm sitting here watching this thing, and I'm getting like really nostalgic. So as a Christmas present to myself, I went to GameStop, got me a Nintendo DSi. Guess which I got?
New one's Black 2 is my guess.
Close, but no.
White 2.
No.
Black.
Black.
Diamond.
Oh, Diamond. 4th gen.
So,
Pokemon first gen black.
But no, I'm like Chad, like, I played Yellow, but I did beat it, and then I sort of, like, grew out of Pokemon, and then got back into it later with Ruby, and I've been playing it ever since. I've played, I think, every version now. Wait, no, I haven't touched Gen 2 at all. I've never played any Gen 2 games.
Oh wow, really? Most people really love Gen 2.
I've heard that a lot of people say Gen 2 is about the series, but I don't. It's one of the things, it's not that I don't want to, I just haven't.
Yeah,
But
Fire Red's still my favorite.
I'm actually on my YouTube channel. I'm doing a Black 2 Let's Play, but
Oh, damn.
so when did the cartoon go downhill for you?
I didn't.
Let's play.
Let's Play.
Let's play!
For the cartoon, after
I mean,
they
YOLO,
tried
right?
to replace Brock.
Yeah.
After they tried to replace Brock, I think that Brock.
Oh yeah, Tracy.
Fucking Tracy.
I never
This is
continuously watched the
like
show.
top like 20 reasons that are like Pokemon's bad now.
I used to. I'm gonna be honest. I used to watch that show
Can I
religiously.
talk about Pokemon 3D now?
You go right ahead and talk about Pokemon 3D.
I think we also need.
Yay.
Obviously, Jay isn't as well versed in in Pokemon as we are.
I've never played a Pokemon game in my life.
You should change that.
Yeah, you need to change that.
Really?
Really?
Where's your childhood, Jay?
You sure you
Granted,
want to ask that question?
Granted, she's quite a bit older than us, but you know.
I wasn't gonna go there.
For the benefit of the doubt, so you know.
But anyway, inform us, please, about Pokemon 3D.
Pokemon 3D is this new indie game. I'm gonna post a link to it, which is pretty awesome. If you see like the videos, it looks pretty cool. It's like you can either have a first or third person, sort of like Skyrim. And you can also play with 2 people, I think, right now. But the one problem is it's incredibly early and it's so glitchy. It's just like you can barely you can't even go into like the first gym. It like teleports you back to like the first town or something. You can't go into Mr. Pokemon thing. And it's kind of a weird mix of like gold and like red and blue. Because you have like the original Pokemon starters, but it has like red and blue, like gold's kind of rules and like the people and Professor Elm and everything like that.
It looks
and
like
it kind of feels like
Black
Minecraft
Sprite.
when it first came out.
It looks like it's using the character sprite from Black 2.
Wait, it's 3-dimensional? It's not like, is it still top down?
You can use they have a bunch. Yeah. No, it isn't top down. It's first or third person.
Okay.
You see it third person some of the pictures just to see your character's person, which you can also pick like a bunch of different ones. You can pick like the guys from Black or White, like the girl or the guy. You can pick red or blue. You can pick the kid who has shorts, who I picked.
It's like, I
I
love
tell
shorts.
kids about how they should wear shorts.
Oh, I love, my favorite is
I
like,
love shorts.
it's like,
They're easy
you're not
to
wearing
wear.
shorts. What's wrong with you?
Has anyone played?
It's a pretty cool concept, but it's like really early Minecraft, except you don't have the creative aspect, so it's kind of like you have problems with it.
I think we lost Troy.
Like, I don't
We
even
lost Roy.
know if you can get into a Pokemon just outdoors.
Well, it
Lost
might be interesting to
We
check
lost
out
one.
when it's
Or is it
further
me?
in
Am I
development.
lost? Oh.
No, I'm trying to get Roy back.
It's a concept if they
I
can
tried
get everything to work.
It's like
No, but
it's cool at first, and then it's sort of like it's lacking a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, you had constantly the same music, change all, even if you don't battle, you don't have like battle sounds. It's like a really cool early project. I wish like Game Freak would do themselves, or like an MMO. And somehow I feel like before this is gonna actually get anywhere, Pokemon's just gonna sue them like they've done with everything else, and be like, oh, blah blah blah, like they did with the Pokemon MMO, they did with Smosh with their early Pokemon videos, and like a bunch of other stuff. Like Game Freak's been kind of pissy about anybody using Pokemon.
That's true.
Poke MMO.
So
are you talking
I'm
about?
hoping that State can perfect.
Have you played Poke MMO?
I know that I just heard in the news that like Pokemon MMO. No, I haven't.
Okay.
That looks pretty cool. I might have to try it. But I just heard like they canceled one Pokemon MMO like a week ago.
Hang on, I'm gonna actually go onto the site because during summer I found Poke MMO, which is a very good, insanely well done Fire Red version, where it's massive multiplayer online, and I played the shit out of it, and it was really, I mean, there were glitches, but nothing game breaking. I mean, you could beat all gyms, you just couldn't go to the Elite Four yet, and you could trade, and it was very far along and well done. I'm not sure if it still is up. I'm trying to find it on my desktop, and I'm not seeing it. Ah, there it is. I'm gonna have to check that out later. But if it's still
Pokemonium or
what was
I
it?
don't know, I looked up Pokemon and there's like a few different sites
It's
for it.
PokeMMO.eu.
Pokemon or Poke MMO or Poke. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. There are a bunch of them actually, but it'd be cool to have like an official one. I'd probably get back into Pokemon if it were like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or Pokemon Snap as everyone else has requested it.
Yeah, Pokemon Snap
I
I think is
don't know why
overrated.
Game Freak doesn't listen. They're like, no, let's do all these innovative things. And I'm just like, nah.
Is he
Keep making this stuff.
Is he cutting out for anyone else, or is it just me?
He's cutting out for everybody.
It might be. Sorry.
I'm
sorry for the internet. I'm cutting it out.
Yeah.
It's all right. But
I find it. I'm in a weird position right now because I actually like my life has actually gotten to a point where I actually do stuff all the time, so I don't have as much time for playing games. So like, for example, like in Halo 4, like I haven't really leveled up much. Like I haven't played it that much. Or like if I would never play an MMO because it takes too much time. Like I'd have to play it all the time, and I just wouldn't do it enough. I'd end up just forgetting about it and not even doing it.
Well, with Pokemon, it's Pokemon just with people there, so it's not like an RPG.
I know, but you know what I mean.
I really like MMOs a lot, but I personally hate MMOs, but I think with Pokemon it could work really well, kind of thing, and I would enjoy it.
It makes too much sense, really. Pokemon is all about interacting with other people through battle, but it's still interaction. And so it makes so much sense to have massive multiplayer.
Yeah.
It makes
because I mean it encourages
sense.
you to do trades and stuff in the first place. So I mean,
dude, guys, if Game Freak made this themselves and had all 5 regions, do you know how much bank they would make?
Oh, they would make so much money off of it.
They would.
Or a 3D version on the Wii U, you know.
It makes too much sense, and that's why they won't do it.
Or a 3D version.
Yeah, it's too smart.
So
I think it's just Game Freak has been making basically the same game, but slightly different.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's probably because they had some crazy ass
geniuses. It would make a ton of money. Like people have been requesting it forever.
Well, look at it this way: the people that made the original Yellow, Red, and Blue were probably like crazed old geniuses that like died right after they finished them, and then they're like, "Well, we're dumber than them, so we gotta just keep putting the same thing out, which is a little different."
Actually,
we're not smart enough to make more good stuff.
This gen, the latest game's Black, and the sequel's Black 2, and that series, it's still the same basic, but they even in Black 2 they delve into some deep shit.
Well,
like,
they've had
seriously,
what?
they're-
They've had what, over 10 years to come up with smart stuff?
like they're talking about like Pokemon enslavement and like they basically you're fighting against PETA basically, only evil. I don't know, it's but it's like
I give no shits.
I think the one thing
I'd
is
take
that
Dude, I'd
Pokemon
take
has never
Magikarp
really
and beat other
grown
Pokemon
up.
to death with the Magikarp. Just smack them with
Ash
it.
is still like a lot.
well then
I don't care.
you don't seem to care about the story at all.
I don't.
If that's what you like, well,
It
that's what you're
defeats the
complaining
purpose of all
about.
the previous Pokemon games. It's like, oh, Pokemon battles are bad. Oh, PETA, blah blah blah. It's like, I don't care. I've been playing Pokemon long enough. I give no shits.
But that's not what they've done in any other game before. In the other games, it's always been about some crime syndicate trying to take over the world using a legendary Pokemon.
Team Rocket.
Yeah, and
Team
now
Rocket,
it's like,
Team
it's like-
Aqua, Team Plasma, Team Galactic.
and now it's basically saying, instead of saying,
No, it's like-
we're trying to use Pokemon to take over the world, it's some crazy organization that's like, well, all the previous Pokemon games were bad because it involved Pokemon fighting and stuff. So we want.
Now let me fight you with these
No,
Pokemon
it's like
to prove my point.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, you're right about that. But it's like it's a moral question. It's rather interesting direction that they
but it's not
decide to
something
take.
I put my whole game based on.
Well, of course, it's still Pokemon, but I don't know. I thought it was an interesting take, and I think it's definitely worth playing.
It's not on the same level as those crazy old geniuses that made the first three.
I actually think it's better than Red, Blue, and Yellow storyline. I'm just putting it out there. Because
A lot of people. That's the reason why a lot of people like Gold and Silver, just because it has like all the implemented new style, like whether it's like it has like the updated kind of stuff, because it's very simple with the first three.
Like real talk,
comparatively
right now,
to all the other ones.
I mean, I'd prefer to play like Fire Red or something else than the original Red any day, but
real talk right now, the original three are almost unplayable now because of all the new mechanics that
all the stuff you're used
in Pokemon players are used to. It's unplayable. It drives me insane to even try. But that's again neither here nor there. But
Well, that's why
saying
you
that.
play like probably Fire Red or Leaf Green, because then you would have more modern mechanics that you can use.
Yeah.
and you
it's
still get
more
the
like-
same Kanto story.
Requires more like skill and stuff like that.
But like
Mm-hmm.
I right now in Black,
So you're kind of
Black 2, I'm at Victory Road right now, and I refuse to beat it because I want to beat it for the first time on my Let's Play. Keep plugging that. Shameless plug.
Shameless plugs.
Shameless
I mean,
plug.
YOLO, right?
Let's
Yo.
Speaking of plugs, I got a story for
So
you
are you an
guys.
informative or an entertaining Let's Play?
I do dual com, entertaining.
story?
But
We need to do some Let's Plays, by the way.
I do.
Yeah, we
I
will.
really want to. But I do a dual com entertaining Let's Play with my friend Ben, and we have 30 episodes up right now. So I think it's decent.
You guys know I like to find stupid little stories
Is
on
it
the internet.
entertaining or informative?
In entertaining, we don't tell you
Oh.
shit.
Dude, informative Let's Plays are stupid.
We could do. An
I would much
informative
rather
Let's
watch
Play.
someone be a dumbass and not know how to play the game than somebody
me
who's
too.
got it dialed in than speedruns.
Well, we
Like,
know
I mean,
we
come
know
on.
how to play the game. Me and Ben have been playing Pokemon for years together, so we know what we're doing, but we don't explain why we're doing certain things. But we don't take it seriously, but we still kick ass. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
As long
Like
as
we
it's
know the
entertaining.
game. We know the game, so since we know the game so well, we aren't really like we don't explain our shit. We just do it. I don't know.
Just do it.
Just do
Are
it.
you plugging Nike?
Do
it.
They support Tiger Woods, and Tiger Woods is bad, so no.
What? He's rich. He deserves a couple hookers. I mean, no, he's evil.
I I think Jay was trying to say something, and we've totally like cut her off. So we should.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I want to hear Jay's story now.
Well, I like to find stupid stories on the internet, and
Naturally.
I was just kind of surfing around. And I found this. We're speaking about anal probes and stuff, and this is a true. This is a true story.
Oh dear.
Okay.
And this
I'm
is
excited.
this is in Scotland.
Okay.
A prisoner was caught behind bars with a mobile phone and the charging cable concealed in his ass.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
That guy's a hero.
Yeah. I know what kind of phone it is, because, if it was an iPhone 5 or a Galaxy phone, those things are like the size of a small toaster.
Dude, people will shove things. People will shove a lot of stuff up their ass, like to hide stuff. Like, ask a doctor anytime. Like, what's the craziest thing you found in an ass? And chances are you're gonna hear some stuff that you didn't know was possible. Like, there was a dude that had an entire bowling pin stuck up in his ass. That's a real thing. He almost died when they had to surgically remove it.
Guys, I don't care what you say or how you say it. That guy's a hero.
He took one for the team, for his own team.
No, he didn't do it himself. Hancock did it. Hancock just shoved it there.
I'm gonna ask before I do
maybe
this.
There was somebody else. Maybe there was some other dude's head up there too.
I'm
gonna ask before I do this, but
I liked the first half of that movie. I didn't like the second half of that movie. Just saying.
Oh yeah, Hancock.
Will Smith is awesome, but I didn't like the second half of that movie.
I like the movie personally.
It's a good movie.
Well,
But I prefer the first half. It's just being silly and messing stuff up.
Am I allowed to plug my own
Yeah.
stuff?
No.
Am I able?
Of course.
No. Yeah,
We have zero shame.
Okay.
never.
We have
Yeah.
zero shame whatsoever.
I'm actually plugging my Pokemon Let's Play. Just don't watch the first 3 episodes.
I think we renamed it Jay.
The first 3 episodes I wouldn't watch them because the
What?
audio is horrible.
Just skip them. Just watch the rest of them
yeah.
and then go back
I
if
ended
you
up,
still,
like,
if you still have
for
it.
my channel,
Yeah,
I ended up
well,
kind of
I accidentally, when I recorded the first 3 episodes, I didn't have Audacity open to record my audio, so I just have the capture audio, and it's pretty shite. So,
Yeah. And so everybody knows when we do Let's Plays, we need to all get we need you guys to get Audacity and use it and all that goodness.
Well, if hypothetically we were to,
Actually,
we need to put
Actually, that
together a Let's Play team, and then we need to discuss like all the
how to work it,
technicals.
because if you used Audacity in a Skype chat, it would record everybody.
No, it wouldn't actually.
Oh, right. It
It wouldn't.
records the input to your computer, but it doesn't record, like, say, if you're watching a video or something, it won't record it.
Right,
Yeah,
but
you're-
hypothetically,
You're right.
I do have a way I could record this call, and then also whoever is inputting, or if we did it through Xbox Live, which would actually be easier, but I
But the
digress.
Xbox Live audio quality is pretty crap.
Yeah,
I did it
But-
through Xbox Live. Yeah.
but
Well, it can
It
kind
all
of work,
depends.
but you have to record yourself via Audacity.
Yeah.
So,
like I've
yeah, it
It's
can work.
not-
I did it in our one Let's Play, the Halo Reach one. We
Yeah.
might have to play Halo 4 and just listen to you guys rage about it as I pwn noobs,
like we need to put together a team, and then we would discuss what would work best for everyone to record through Xbox or Skype. But of course, we need people first.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely in. I mean, I actually have stuff to record with, so.
All right, we're going on
Yeah,
what?
da.
Where are
If
we
I
at,
become
Dad?
Ray of
About an hour and a
BrunoBlargg,
half?
so then I just win every single Let's Play.
Well, let me see. Do.
How long have we been recording?
I have no
Like an
idea.
Yeah, it's about.
I've just been going for the ride.
Yeah.
It says my recording
It was
file size is 24
It has
400.
been for an hour and a half because we started before
so-
10.
Yeah, we just start 4:10.
Yeah,
So
I started
back.
recording a while after we'd started talking, so it's probably close to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
All right,
I think
so I think we had a good run. So for
we're just gonna end it on
Yeah.
let's play.
Anybody have anything they want to say?
YOLO.
Make sure
Fun!
There's a
Tase
my YouTube
speedy
channel.
track!
because I'm shameless.
We're gonna tase it in.
Tease it.
Oh.
Tease it.
And Mark Nut.
Mark Nut.
Fuck no!
Jay,
are-
Mark Nut.
We are definitely gonna get sued after this.
Yeah. Well, first of all, before we end this for the evening, first of all, I'd like to apologize to the gay and lesbian community. I'd like to apologize to the Cubans.
No. The Cubans. We were complimenting the Cubans
all
because
fans
they
of
have
Halo.
no technology and
Yeah.
won't be affected by the
The
dooms.
fans of Halo, 343 Studios, even though you fucked up, and we'd like to apologize to the Conquistadors.
Oh, the cookies.
I just want to say one thing.
Let them be
Okay.
pissed off. I don't care. Let them be
What's
pissed
this one
off.
thing?
Let them
What's this one
haunt
thing?
my dreams.
I want to know. Tell me.
Just one thing. Just something I want to say.
And
I
Game
regret
Freak.
nothing.
Come
That
get
did
some
make me
DeSoto.
I regret nothing.
I
Okay,
regret nothing.
It's like I don't care about insulting the Conquistadors. Ghost of DeSoto, come get some.
What are they gonna do? Rise up out their
YOLO.
graves and haunt
YOLO,
me for the rest of my life?
Damn, you Conquistadors spreading your disease and your plague
And their guns.
and their guns and their strange helmets.
Very strange.
And their pointy
Very strange
shoes.
helmets.
What the fuck are we even talking about?
Things.
Okay,
You could totally throw one of those helmets like
Okay.
a job
Good
and
night,
cut a statue's head off. Be all a job and throw a steel helmet. Cut a statue's
Honestly,
head off.
who throws a steel helmet?
Let's play over.
Alright, so that's it. This is the
We should
last.
do like a Game Grumps like outro. Oh,
Yeah, we're pretty much.
Next time on Game Grumps.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll no longer be the thingy. We'll
Next
be
time on Game Grumps.
Okay, so who have we ripped off in this?
Everyone.
Achievement Hunter,
Everyone.
Game Grumps, everyone who
I
ever
think at this point
existed.
I think at this point I would have
Oh,
chopped it off right before the Game Grunts thing. Because it was like
And-
a nice place to clip, but whatever.
Aw.
I'm still recording, so I don't give a shit.
Oh, and of course, this episode of
You're
the
editor.
BrunoBlargg thingy was brought to you by Cheetos,
Thanks, Barry.
the official snack food of BrunoBlargg Studios.
Thank
Crunchy
Barry.
Cheetos, not normal Cheetos, crunchy Cheetos.
Crunchy Cheetos, yep,
That's-
gotta be crunchy
Oh,
Cheetos.
because they
Of
didn't
which I
give us
actually
any
have a
money.
bag right now.
Yeah,
And I
make
have
sure that. See, will we get in trouble for that? At the end of this, you put a picture of the bag of Cheetos.
We're not brought to you by.
It's not
Cheetos.
brought to us
Just like-
by.
We just enjoy them.
We're just
We're
saying
not.
that's the
We're not
mascot.
paid. We don't
we just-
receive.
BrunoBlargg
just-
enjoys Cheetos. If you guys
We
want to
receive no
sponsor
income.
us, we totally appreciate it.
like if we do a Halo Machinima thing, I will have a little message at the beginning which basically has a Spartan bobbing his head and saying, "Don't sue us. We're not making money off this, so fuck you."
So fuck you.
Yeah.
And that-
Any
that would
Spartans
be-
in
that's
making
pretty
of
much
this
how it would go.
machinima were harmed.
And then a rainbow will appear between his hands that say, "So fuck you."
Exactly.
Imagination. So fuck you.
Imagination.
Taste the rainbow.
So fuck you. Oh man, that needs to be a catchphrase or something.
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
So fuck you. It can be on anything and make perfect sense.
Yeah, so when we come back, next year? Yeah, next year. We'll have an all-new name, and yeah.
That's if
Yeah,
we're even
yeah, but-
here.
We'll have a new name that is still yet undecided, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Can we just name it that? Can we just name it the Yet Undecided Podcast? Is that taken?
We could name it So Fuck You.
Someone?
Or
Fuck you. Fuck you. I think it needs to be spelled
Or
like this.
shameless
That's what I named one of my Pokemon.
We could name it after a Pokemon. Or we
I
No,
think
we
it
will
needs to be
not do
spelled
that.
like that.
could misspell it.
I think that's how it needs to be spelled. It sounds like an Indian name. Chad, make sure to put that at the end if you do use this audio. So fuck you.
Or maybe an Ethiopian name.
Yes, it
And it
does.
looks like some Ethiopian or American Indian thing. Like that's totally a tribe.
Ethiopian
Oh,
watching
and-
It's totally a
legless
tribe.
Ethiopian watching a
It's totally
donut roll
tribe that
downhill.
owns a casino somewhere.
Um,
Like there's a so fuck you casino somewhere.
Now, of course, one of our podcast regulars, Ryan, is not with us today. So
Yep.
does anybody have anything to say
Not
to
here.
Ryan?
So screw you because you're not here.
Yeah, fuck you, Ryan.
I don't
So
know
fuck
you,
you.
dude, but fuck you. So
Yeah, because you're not here. Same to you, Mac. Even though I said it earlier, and use one of your jokes while you're not here. So there.
So question.
Yes.
We going to lunch or whatever?
Yeah, where are we going for lunch?
Where are we going for lunch?